Hello again and welcome to Nine Finger Photography. Today we're going to learn how to develop our film. In a previous lesson you should have placed your film in a light tight container, a developing tank, in complete darkness. Then we'll go down and follow our sheet for our developing procedure. There's one on every door in the classroom. The first step we already did, we loaded the film, we have our name on it, and we have masking tape on top. Now we need to pour 150 milliliters of Developer D76 and 150 milliliters of room temperature water. The chemicals are laid out in the darkroom and there's 4 of them. Plus we'll also need a container of room temperature water, a thermometer, an agitation or a stirrer, measuring devices, a funnel, and also a sponge to help clean us up any messes. So I'll get my D76 or developer, pour 150 milliliters of developer, being careful to get it extremely accurate. Put the lid back on. Then in another container, I will pour 150 milliliters of room temperature water, making sure again it's accurate. You do not want too much. If you add too much, you can pour it back in, etc. Now, once we have both of them poured, there's 150 milliliters. You pour the water into the developer. That way we don't have to clean out an extra container. And then we put the thermometer in. The thermometer is going to check the temperature and also act as a gentle stirrer. Please be careful, they are glass. Now, once we get our temperature, we'll check it on our chart. Looks like mine's going to be 24 degrees Celsius, which will mean a developing time of 5 minutes. So I'll come over, set my timer to 5 minutes. Then I'll take the thermometer out of the chemical and pour it in. Once it all gets in, I hit on, and then I tap 1, 2, 3 to make sure I release any air bubbles. Grab my stir, and I agitate for the first 30 seconds. You'll notice that I'll agitate till it gets to the bottom of the hour. Okay, that'll tell me it's been about 30 seconds since I've agitated. And then what you want to do is wait every 30 seconds and then agitate it for 5 seconds. So I'm going to stop until it gets right up about the 2 or the top of the hour, and I'll agitate it from 2 to 3 after, 2 before to 3 after. And at the bottom, I'll do the same thing. Agitate it on the bottom of the hour, okay, and the top of the hour for 5 seconds. Now, let it get top. I'm getting all anxious. Now, and then I will agitate it for 5 seconds and stop and wait. Meanwhile, I'm going to come up and look at my chart and see what my next step is. All right, I'm going to dump the developer down the drain. Then I'm going to fill fill 300 milliliters of water from a milk jug into there. I'm going to do that 5 times. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get 1,500 milliliters of water ready to dump in and out. Now it's time to agitate. I'm using my time wisely. So I'll get my milk jug, and since each one of these hold 600 milliliters, I'll fill 2 of them up the whole way, and 1 up halfway. And then it's back to the top of the hour almost, and I will agitate. The water we just poured is going to act as our stop bath. Agitate it. Now we'll just continue to do that until the process in our 5 minutes is up. Now we just got done with our developer. Again, we'll take it and just pour it down in the sink. Remember, look how I hold it. Don't rely totally on the masking tape. Pour it. Then we put in water, 300 milliliters. Tap it, and done. Drain it down. We'll do this That next one, only put half in, stir it, and dump it. And you'll repeat that 5 times. And when you're completely done, you'll be ready for the next step. The next step is fixer, 300 milliliters of fixer. So we get our fixer, we pour 300 milliliters in, and this, if you're over, you're okay. 300 milliliters, we pour it in the fixer, into the developing tank. Again, tap it, agitate it. We set our timer for 5 minutes. And we agitate on the top and the bottom of the hour the entire time. Excuse me. We agitate it for the first 30 seconds, and then we stop for 30 seconds, and we agitate it for 5 seconds. Stop for 30, agitate it for 5. Please use the stop or the timer in the room, or you may use your stopwatch. When you're done with the fixer, we need to return the fixer back to the bottle. That's where our funnel comes in. Then take and pour the fixer right out, right back into the bottle. Rinse the funnel off. We'll be needing it again. We need to set it there. Put the lid back on the fixer. Then the next step is we're going to rinse it in room temperature water for 1 minute. So we adjust this temperature to room temperature, which is hot and cold. Should be 20 degrees Celsius, the same temperature your developer was. And you'll rinse it for 1 full minute. While you're doing this, we can take the lid off. Once the lid is off, then you can rinse it. And you can, when we're done with 1 minute, shut it off, drain it, and then you need to go with your hypo clearing. Now, I don't need to measure anymore. All I need to do is fill up past the white. Go to my hypo clearing, pour that in. We will leave that in for 2 minutes, agitating the entire 2 minutes. Once you are done, after the 2 minutes is up, again, we need to get our funnel, put it back in, refer to it. Now I'm going to run it in room temperature water for roughly 5 minutes. Again, I'm going to clean this up, rinse my funnel, put the chemical back. And we'll just rinse it in gentle running room water. Once the 5 minutes is up, we stop, drain it, and we get our photo flow. Again, you could measure out 300 milliliters, or you can just do it to a cup with the film reel. And I'll put in my photo flow, which is a wetting agency. Put it in. Again, agitate it for 30 seconds. This will reduce water spots, and when you're done, again, we recycle it with the funnel back in. Then we can pull it out. Take your film, trying not to hit your fingers, and pull it gently off the reel. And you should have a nice section of film. Then we can hang it up on the dryer. Excuse me, above the dryer, on the clothes. Make sure you put a clothespin underneath so it'll dry nice and straight. Thank you. See you next time on 9 Fingered Photography.